Hi there, Sandra here from Createinspain. Hope you're doing well today. I have a design for you which can be used in multiple ways, and in the information below I give you the link to the file. It's a Dropbox link. You do not have to have Dropbox in order to use it. You just follow the link, download the file and do with it what you will. This particular instance, I have cut out the file as a kind of rather large sentiment. So this could be stuck onto something in its own right. Or you can use it in different ways by making this into an embossing plate. Now if you're going to do this as an embossing plate and you want the letters to stand proud, then reverse it and put it on top of your material to be embossed, like so. Make your stack however it is you normally make it, and then use your embossing machine. Now in the case of the Gemini, which I've got, I use the very solid plastic plate, followed by the silicone mat, followed by this, then the thinner plastic plate, and then the top cover. And that does quite nicely. And you'll get different results depending on the card that you use. This is a fairly heavy, hopefully you can see it on camera. This is a fairly heavy card. This is 300 GSM, quite sturdy as you can see. This one is only 200 GSM, much flimsier. But you can get a very similar emboss. You just have a slightly different weight, well, quite a distinctly different weight of card. So it's up to you what you actually do with it. So you could use it as an embossing plate. You could use it as a gift tag. You could use it as a cutout to go on a card or whatever. And of course, because this is an SVG, you can resize it to whatever you want. Bearing in mind, if you're going to do it with this particular text inside, you probably do not want to make it much smaller because it's going to be too fine to cut out well. I've also cut it out in a thin plastic because you can use that to emboss as well. And plastic will stand up to more use than a piece of card will. It doesn't compress in the same way. You can also do it directly onto a card front. This again is my lighter weight card. You could colour it, do whatever you want to it. But the main thing that I'm doing with this is making a 3-dimensional ornament. This is great. This is one of the varieties that I give you in the file. It's got a star on top. And I've actually included a couple of inserts to dangle in the middle. Now one that I've got here is like a Christmas ornament, and this is 2 pieces folded in half and stuck together. And as you can see, I've got a little hole there, so I can take some invisible thread and tie it onto here, and that's what I'm going to do now. Now you're not limited to using a paper ornament in here. If you've got any of the foam clay that I've used before, it's designed for young children to use. It's a very, very lightweight clay that air dries, and it's a foam. It's rather like marshmallow, only it solidifies in air over time. You could make little ornaments, maybe a Christmas tree, maybe baubles of some description, and you could hang those in the center frame as well. So I've got one of these already on here. So if I fold this in half that way, take this one and put the bottom piece into the bottom slot there, and then this one here goes into the top slot like so. There we are. We have our suspended ornament, and it looks rather pretty. Now I've done this in the grey and the purple because I just happen to have these particular cards around. You can make it a lot fancier than this one is, but I think you'll agree that as a design goes, it's quite versatile. Hope you've enjoyed this brief video, and I'll see you again soon. Take care now.